Hello and welcome in. It is I, the one, the only Chaos Wolf, or I go by just Chaos. Either or. I am a variation streamer. I play, like, the main games you'll see me play are like RPGs, MMOs, shooters, strategy, turn-based. There's a lot. The only ones you really won't see me play are sports, racing, and like full fighting games. My goals for my streaming goals at the moment is what I want to do is basically kind of stream more of the old games I grew up playing, so kind of late 1990s, early 2000 games. Some examples of those would be like Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, Dragon Age Origin, Fable 1, Legend of the Dragoon. Those are some of the examples of games that I'm referring to when I say late 90s, early 2000s. And like I said, my goal is to stream that more often, but first we need to get the channel, kind of grow the channel more. That way it's hitting more than a couple people. So we're kind of playing some mainstream games for now, but as the channel grows, we'll go back and play them. I already did Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. It's how I know that I started with too niche of like a game. Is I realized that, you know, nobody's gonna kind of really want to watch somebody they've never heard of or seen gameplay of play a 22 to 25-year-old game, right? Like, we can all accept that probably not gonna happen. So long-term goal, that is what I want to do. But right now I need to grow the channel so we can bring in people that are interested in seeing that gameplay. And then that way, and then we'll go back to them more often, because there's a lot, but like I said, I don't see it's not beneficial for me to stream it to 1 or 2 people, right? Like, the purpose of it is to get, if nobody in your circle or you yourself haven't seen it, played it, even know about it, then, you know, okay, right? But so that's, you need somebody in your circle that has played it, seen it, to even bring it up, right? Like, oh, have you seen this game? It's an older game, but have you seen it? It was super fun, right? Now, why I say it's, it's we need more than two people is I don't feel like that's hidden enough. Like I said, these are old games that if you don't have somebody in that circle to recommend them, you probably have never heard of them, right? So just streaming to two people, it's cool, but it's not gonna hit as much as I want it to. And like I said, I would like to see a good amount of people. 5 people would be great, right? Like I'm not talking a certain number, like 5, 6 people that are interested in watching that. Cool, right? That to me will be fine. If we have more, the merrier. But first we need to grow the channel so we can get that, and then, like I said, I'm more than happy to go back and play them. Like I already did Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Like if we get more people, well, and like, hey, you were talking about this when you first started off streaming. Will you still go back and replay it? Absolutely, I will. Will it be on the hardest difficulty? Probably not. It might be, but it probably will. But I really, there were some parts I'm like, ooh, this is rough. But first we need the people, and then that we can actually have that discussion of, like I said, hey, will you play this on the hardest difficulty? If we got the people, like I said, I'm not 5 or 6 people, that would be great. Would I do it? Yeah, probably. But first comes channel growth, and then as that happens, then we can go back and, like I said, hit those niche games and those great games. And the reason I'm saying 5 to 6 people, right, is because I want people to see it and get it, like, it brought back into light. I definitely think a lot of these games are kind of slept on. Like I said, if you don't have that person in your circle to like recommend it, and like, it's an old game, but I think you would enjoy it. X, Y, or Z, right? And if you don't have that person, then you can only hope somebody streams it, and if it's in your niche of games you want to play, right? Like, let's say it would be like me trying to convince somebody to watch like Pokemon Red, and they're not in the turn base, right? Like, I understand we're not gonna meet everybody's like niche of what they want to see, but the point is to bring the game into light, and then that way it gets people to either go, that is a great game, I want to replay it now, or that looks really fun. Like, okay, it's a little turn-basy, or it's a little clunky in some areas, but it looks like a fun game. I've never played it before. And, get people interested in them, because like I said, these are fantastic games I grew up on, and I kind of want to bring them into light, kind of, if anybody has never experienced them because like they weren't born yet, or their parents didn't let them as a kid, kind of rekindle that hope that they come and play it and have a fantastic time with it, like I did as a child, teenager, so forth and so forth. Like, that is ultimately my goal, is to, like I said, get it in the light and get people maybe interested in it. And if they have played it and they were like, oh, this is cool, and they want to come in and be like, hey, you remember that time, and have a discussion about it, and then, even that to me is fine. But that is kind of my current goals for streaming. Will I play current games? Yes. But when we get to where I think we're pretty good, and I'm like, okay, we have enough people, let's go ahead and, spend the next week and a half doing, say, Fable 1, or Dragon Age, or Legend of the Dragoon, Chrono Trigger. I know Final Fantasy VII got 2 different remakes, but have you seen the OG Final Fantasy VII gameplay and story? This to me is fun, and like I said, these games that I would play would be games I say are definitely deserving of at least a playthrough, right? An attempt to play, or an actual completion playthrough. So that is my goal. So I hope you all are excited about that as I am, because I really do want to go back and play them.
Foul necromancy is at work here.
And I can't wait for that to happen. One second. Okay, my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Cool. I realized I couldn't hear myself through my phone, and I was like, that's bad. Did my stream crash? But no, we're good, so. And then give me one more second. I need to clean off my glasses. Alright, I am locked and caught and ready to rock. So, I heard you were here. What's going on?
The mysteries of Nirn span beyond the Dwemer. The aliens fascinate me in equal measure. I had to see this place for myself. The more vexing mystery at present, however, lies with these orc spirits.
The spirits?
Even you must have noticed the ghostly figures in the field. This is no ordinary haunting. Something brought them back and binds them here. I suspect the answer is inside the catacombs.
We should definitely investigate that. We should.
Indeed you should. The ruin is sealed magically, but it is a minor challenge. I shall unseal the door for you and await your return. My research is best done in safety. Just like old times, isn't it? I do like to have such a useful tool, ally with me.
He was 100%
of magic to these stones.
Gonna call us a
tool.
tool.
The way is open.
He was 100% gonna call us a tool. So what we're going to talk about really quickly is kind of my build goals, or what I'm going for. So I'm kind of leveling up. Okay. Not so much dark magic, but dangerous summoning and storm calling with, at the current moment, destruction staff. I haven't unlocked my back bar yet, which I will probably lead with registration staff. By the way, for those that are new, I can't pronounce to save my life, so I'll try. But it's not good. I might just be like Restro staff. I think I will. Just to make that easier and not me sound so bad. But so that's going to be my back bar. We'll probably end up taking either Bless of Protection, Steadfast, and then a couple of the core abilities. I don't have enough gear for light, so I can't really work on that armor yet, which feels bad. But that's kind of where we are with our character building with the Sorc. We're doing full mage, so I might throw whopping 5 attribute points into health, but basically it's going to be a full mage build. And I'm completely blind to subclassing, so please keep that spoiler free area for me. So with all that said, we shall continue. We're basically done. I did a lot this morning. And the reason, so if you came here from like the morning stream and I was like, oh, it's going to be the Division 2. So funny thing, I uninstalled Division 2 to play Monster Hunter over the weekend. My brain never, I won't say uninstalled. I moved it from my internal Xbox to the hard drive. I never moved it back, and it's going to be like an hour and a half, and I was like, no, we're just respin up Elder Scrolls and kind of get a little bit further into it, which that's fine with me because I love Elder Scrolls. Like, it's a fun game. With that said, because I was saying that I'll probably play it Thursday, right? I'll just openly admit it now that since this was kind of unplanned and I was going to do the Division 2, we'll just do, we'll re-hit Elder Scrolls Friday. We'll do Division 2 tomorrow twice, morning and night. And so what I've realized I didn't do, and I need to do it, and I'll try to make sure to do it after stream. A lot of it is, I'm like, I need, okay, get down stream, okay, do this, and this. And then some of that kind of gets left out in actually doing because I forget about it.
Help us. Free us from this torment.
So I will update my Twitch page to actually reflect what's going on. And those that weren't here for this morning stream, so expect 2 streams a day now.
I am Targoth.
I did it today. We'll see how it works tonight, but expect one around 2:30 in the morning PST, and that one will be kind of on the short side. Like, I'll probably just do 2.5 hours. Well, let me rephrase that. So my goal is 2 o'clock to 2:15, 2:30 at the latest. If it's at 2, I'll go until 4:40, 4:50, and then that way it gives me enough time to get ready for work and head out. And then afternoon streams will be at 3:30 to 3:45. those will be kind of my start times. That way, I guess, if anything happens, you know, you guys aren't like, oh, he said 3 and it's 3 like 10, like kind of like today, where I was making a phone call to help some people out, and I was like, I can't just blow them off because stream, right? Like, I can't. But yes, so as long as it works out, which today is day 1 of me doing this, so please keep in mind I'm completely changing my sleep schedule, and you know, I might fail, but that is the kind of like current goal, and I'll set alarms and all that to make it sure it happens. But I'm switching it up so I can bring 2 streams a day.
In life,
But
I wield
like I
a
said,
magic
2
war horn.
to like
My
2:30, and
soldiers
then
obeyed it.
3:30,
Hearing its call,
and they'll
across all
both be
barriers,
3-hour streams.
Drusilla now uses it to call my warriors from beyond the grave, binding them to her will.
How can be stopped?
She is in the lower chambers. Kill her before she can send my soldiers against our descendants. That will free me from her bonds. Then the horn can return my warband to its honored rest.
We shall find her. We shall find her and defeat her. Alright. So now that I've kind of yapped about kind of updating what's going on with the stream, where I want to see it go, where it should be heading going. We'll get into gameplay. Yes, yes. The good old game. So, with that said, I'm happy that this is a kind of smaller map. Oh, dual wielding level 2, let's go. Will you see my mage dual wield? I can almost guarantee you will, eventually. At one point, I probably will be running around dual wielding as a mage. And that's just because that's how much I like dual wielding in general. So it might be for like a haha funny moment, but will it happen? I can almost guarantee it. If I can guarantee one thing in all my streaming time, it will be if I have a chance to dual wield, even if it makes no sense, I'm gonna do it. Hold on. My phone fell and that's where you guys are, so give me 1 sec to grab that. Alright, we're good. She's a lightweight. Look at this. We already got her down to 70. I don't know. Oh, that's just that. Okay. It's like something happened. I don't like this. Crystal fragmentation goes Bert. Like 100% it does. Oh, destruction staff 19. Let's go. I really want weakness to elements. That way I can start working on getting its morphed, which is even significantly better. And it will be right in time for our back bar to be happening.
You have freed me, but my warriors still cry out for an end to their torment.
Why did the cultists want, what did the cultists want with your warband?
I overheard them mention the ruin of Karzog's demise. Whatever they're planning, it is to take place there. But that is not my concern. Now that you have the horn, free my warriors. Return the horn to its rightful place atop my tomb in the next chamber. Then my warriors will rest once again.
Yeah, but what if we keep it? I mean, what would it be so bad?
Then you condemn my warriors to further degradation. Surely you have more honor than that. We no longer belong in this realm.
Okay, yeah,
Our
no, we're
battle
not
is
doing
over.
that. Like, we will return the horn. Absolutely. We're not gonna make them worse. Or keep them around for longer. I was hoping for something else. So, I have played the OG, like the 2015 content. I do know certain things, like who the prophet is,
Your efforts honor
who
us,
betrayed
champion.
the prophet
I feel
and the
spirits
5
of my warriors
companions.
return to rest, and so I shall follow.
You know, us getting something
Behold,
back
warrior.
at the end of it.
The cultists still plague this island.
Us defeating
Meet them
Moloch
again,
Ball.
to their sorrow.
Right, like I put it in, so I'm not completely blind. However, so I was doing, when I was playing yesterday, I saw like achievements from the dates of like me unlocking certain things. And what I mean by that is the where is it? I'll just show you. Yeah, so like that, where it's like striking locales, and it's like since 1815. Yeah, I went through other parts of like zones. So, years I played it were 15, 18, 21, and 23. What I did back then, couldn't tell you. It was DLC, but that roughly gives you an idea of like some of the newer things I haven't seen or have seen. Like I know about companions. By the way, the 18, 21, and the 23, I promise you I did not finish those DLCs. I don't even know what DLCs came out at that time.
The spirits have vanished. Their valiant souls rest once again. Quickly, tell me what you found below. We have much to discuss.
I released the spirits, but Karzog demise is the cult's target.
Cultists have indeed been spotted at Karzog's demise. Their intent is unknown. I will pray for the honored dead, then return to speak with the chief. I fear all will be needed to end the Bloodthorn plot.
I do too. Actually, I think I'm just needed, but I don't want to be too egotistical. You know, it's kind of the MMO trope that for some reason only we can stop events from spiraling down further, so that's why I'm like, oh, we only need us. Because most MMOs, that's really what stops us, is the main character. But will I do crafting? Absolutely. I am huge into crafting. I am huge in, like, if you ever see a gameplay of me never crafting throughout that gameplay, there's something wrong, because I love crafting. I like everything about it. I like gathering, I like crafting. To me, it's nice and relaxing. Some people do PvP, I craft. Now, will I do PvP in this game? Yes. Will I be good at it? Absolutely not. PvP is not my strong suit. Do I shy away from it? Not really, but it's not like something I'll do all that much. Like, I'll do it every now and then, but like if you're going, oh, like for example, will you see 3 hours of me just doing nothing but PvP? 80% probably not. Like, there is a 20% maybe, but like I said, I might do it for an hour or half an hour. It all depends on like the mode and stuff like that, or if PvP's gotten better over the years. I know Imperial City is pretty fun, and like we'll definitely get in there. Like that one, you might like, so that you might see a like hour, 2 hour stream on, right? It might be interjected, but like I said, will you see a stream of me just doing PvP? No. I do enjoy PvP, but I kind of start like getting irritable. It depends on like certain things, right? So if we're going to compare COD really fast. For those that have played COD, you know those matches where you go like 20 and 20 and it's like, okay, that was not the best, not the greatest. You had fun. Right? Like I can do that all day. I can even do like, oh, I had 20 deaths and 15 kills. Like that is like, okay. So like if we're talking just COD, right? Where it stops, where I get irritable and like kind of like burnt on it, is when I have like matches where I go 40 deaths and 5 kills or 10 kills. It's like, and it's like, okay, it's just a bad round, and then it's like next round does the same thing or pretty close, and it's like, oh come on. With COD 2, it's like certain things will, it's like, oh, you know, you think you got him down, and then they actually like somehow actually beat you to the punch on test. It's like, okay, okay. So PvP isn't my go-to in any game. Will I do it? Yes. But I'm more of a PvE player, and will you see me like try to do rank stuff and like get on the top of the leaderboard? No. But I will do PvP because it is fun for me. just in very small moderations. Like, we were supposed to play Division 2, right? I goofed, didn't install it. I was looking into getting into the Dart Zone today. But you know, plans change, so. And that is a PvP area. But we finish quests, that way we can actually start getting into the meat and potatoes of the Elder Scrolls. Oh, speaking of the meat and potatoes of Elder Scrolls, what you will see most likely is I'll try on the weekdays to just focus up on main story quest and like getting that done within reason. Like, there's some things that will happen. So like map completion, right? I'm not gonna try to complete them all. What I'm gonna go for is like, even way shrines aren't a big thing for me. It's like pick up side quests that I see, and if I miss them and I have to come back, okay, I will. And sky shards, and then completing like the main story quest of that area. But those are kind of the big things on the weekend or weekdays I will focus on. And then on the weekends, when I have more time to stream, I will come back and start completing map areas. So they will get completed, just I don't want to spend like 2 or 3 day streams in one area, right? Like, I don't want to 100% an area and it be like, oh, for the last 5 streams, all we've seen is this one area. It's what I'm trying to prevent. So I'm hoping if I just do that, then it will make it a little bit better. And then, like I said, on the weekends, then I'll come back and like grab stuff. So other things that I will try to, that I want to do, which would be part of the weekdays, would be like the mini bosses. Now, if we can't get them in like 1 to 3 tries, we'll move on and we'll, like I said, come back on the weekend and knock them out. Spend a little bit more time working on those. We are definitely overpowered for this area. 100% we are. But that's fine. Well, I feel like we are. But so, how was everybody's day? Have you got up to anything fun, exciting, or interesting? Has it been a pretty good day, or has it been kind of a rough day for y'all? My day are getting worse in the fact that the slowness is at a new time like high. I mean, you know, I've said it so many times, but any day I ride my motorcycle into work is a pretty good day for me. Now the actual day kind of really slow, kind of boring in my opinion, but what can you do? Wait, why am I... Okay, I was aiming for the tree. Wait, I think that's just... Okay, so I need to stop aiming for the tree. I think that's what happens when you complete the quest. Now, will I try different classes for ESO? At the moment, no. And I say at the moment, that way I stick to one class. I actually complete the DLC, like everything. And I'm not bouncing because knowing me, I'll be like, oh, if I start a new character, I have to go all the way back to like this part I'm playing now, which I know you don't have to do. I would just do it because I'm just wired that way, honestly. Like, and I think it's really cool. I don't know. But right now, we're just going to focus on the one character, the one class. Now, will I eventually play different classes? Yes. I do have, and I will openly say
rejoice that you did not fail.
that I have experience
Varden will be
in
pleased.
Templar and some. Like, I'm pretty proficient, or was proficient
Go
with
west
Templar.
to the
I played
area
it
of
to
sight.
completion.
The scroll's ritual should enable you to succeed where the others fail.
I will
it
not
is-
fail you, mistress.
It is what I beat the like original content with is a Templar. Have I tried Dragon Knight? Yes. Have I tried the Warden? I want to say yes, but I'm unsure. I would actually have to look at my characters and see if I even have one built in a Warden class. Ooh, we're about to get our double bar. We're about to do it. It's about to happen. Hype, hype. I realized something though. I will not be able to have my weakness to elements on my back bar if I do the retro staff, because that is a weapon exclusive. So much for do not disturb being happening. Okay, maybe just put the phone on silent. But yes, so my idea of having a destruction staff and a restro isn't gonna work because, well, it can. I just have to move a couple skills around, right? So for that, I would have to take weakness to element on my first bar, because it won't work on Restro. It's a skill, it's a weapon exclusive skill, so if you don't have that weapon equipped, you won't be able to use that skill. Which, I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, you can't have a dual wielding skill work on a great sword or a sword and shield. Well, sword and shield I feel like would be more like logical, but you can't have it on like the great sword or the one-handed. What is weapons? Okay, two-handed. Like, right, that makes sense. Like I said, dual wielding skills being able to be used in like sword and shield, it makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, so I'll have to reconsider my plans for that, or find a way to circumvent healing myself, which at the current moment I have the Daedric summoning that lets me heal right now, but I'm gonna have to find something else, which I want to say I'm gonna have to grab. No, there's something that lets me swap or gives me health based off of like damage I do. I don't remember what it was, but it was something. It was a perk. But, like I said, I realized my initial idea is not going to work. I mean, I could... No, because I would want... I'll have to, like, see it more. Because I think I can theory craft a way to do both, but until I actually unlock it and unlock the skills I want to take, both, like, for my front bar and my back bar, it's just going to be a theory, and the actions are not going to match, so... We wait until I can figure that out. But if that's not the case, like I said, I know there is a way to circumvent healing yourself with double damage staffs. So we'll just have to play it by ear. I go back to crystal fragmentation goes burp. Especially if you can get an insta cast off of it. Okay, I've never seen that before. But we help out. I don't know what's going on, but I don't think it knows it's been I don't think they are aware. I don't know. Alright, I'm not dealing with my inventory being full already. Let's see if we can't increase the baggage a little bit. Just a tad. As a treat, one might say. Increase inventory.
About time. You're 10 minutes late.
So, what would you say your guys' favorite weapon is? And then what would you say your, like, what would you say is your best combo sets? Like, do you do one bar, one weapon, and then the other bar a different weapon? Or do you run both bars kind of similar with weapons, and then just switch out skills. Like I said, if dual wielding was more of a magic build, I would run it, absolutely, but it's not, so it's kind of pain to try to get to do that, because Mage Squishy doesn't take hits well. My general role is, if they don't have traits on them in their common weapons and gear, I just sell them. So with traits, the more you unlock, the longer your duration will be before you can unlock another trait. Like, we have to wait 10 hours, basically 11 hours, before we can research again for woodwork. The positive side to that is it's not 10 hours in game, it's just 10 hours. So we started it now, say in stream, and then like say I didn't go to work tomorrow, I would be able to reuse it at that 11-hour mark, which is really nice. Like, I would kind of like not really want to craft if it was like, no, you have to do 10 hour or 11 hours in game before you can do your next research. I just might, that's not worth it. But luckily enough, that's not the case, so yippee. Yippee! I thought there was a weather place around here, but no, there is. Okay. Where is it? Where? If I can't find it here in the next like couple seconds, we'll move on.
How about a coin or two?
I thought it was over in this area, but oh, nope, that's alchemy. Alright, we move on. We do main story. Also, for those that don't know, from what I read, the DLC, the current one, is a continuation of the 2015 content. Like, story-wise, it's supposed to be what happens after that, so I'm looking very forward to getting into it, because there was, at the end of it, I had so many questions and I wanted to see certain things happen, but that did not happen. So it's happening now, which is just fantastic. So once we finish this main story quest, we'll basically be set up to bounce out to what I would call like the actual beginning. Like, to me, this, ooh, that is so cool. That is a cool mount. But yes, Stratos Mackay and this place, to me, is kind of the entry level, like, zones. And then after this, we actually get into, like, the meat and potatoes. I keep saying meat and potatoes because I meal prep so much.
Now, read the scroll. The ritual
And,
it holds will send you into... Should you succeed, I will
Yeah,
follow.
so my brain's still going meat and potatoes.
In the name of the Bloodthorns, enter the spirit realm. Failure again. Perhaps an ancient curse lingers here. I will try the ritual in our lair.
Well, look who's here. Let me guess, you want into the Bloodthorn secret lair. I unburdened their secret entrance.
Absolutely, I want in. They have XP. I want XP. We shall receive the XP. Give.
I've got your back, good looking. Looking for you? Lagonic told me you were headed this way, chasing the creeps who attacked the fortress.
You knew about the Bloodthorn lair?
Sure. I tracked a few of them to their cave. Rather than poke around on my own, I decided to wait for you, my friend. And here you are.
I go back to, if it wasn't for the main character, I think some of these franchises would be in a whole lot of them trouble, because the main character does a lot. And I just don't feel like they get the appreciation that they deserve. I joke. I joke. It's a joke. It's a kid. Excuse me. Jakar, where did you go, buddy? I'm actually lost on where. Oh, I'm blind. I see it now. I see it. I use my eyeballs, and I see what I missed. I was like, I'm not seeing it. My hopes, I at least hope I can get, like, relatively into the next area pretty quickly. I say that, but I keep wanting to do combat, but it's so fun. I like to see things melt. Excuse me. Excuse me. I took a sippy of a monster, and now I just have been trying to burp up a storm, apparently. Okay, am I blind? Why am I not seeing this place? Oh, I'm blind.
Why do evil lairs always smell so bad?
Because they're evil. Evil things happen in evil wares. It's 101. Like, could you imagine going to an evil ware and it smelling like roses and other things? Like, no, I couldn't imagine that. I think that would be even more weird.
I'm gonna rob this place clean. Later.
Sorry, I thought it was funny. I love his banter. Oh, we gotta fight. Oh. Give me 1 second. I need a BRB. Wait. Make sure I'm in a relatively safe area. Alright, now I can BRB. I'll be as fast as I can. Sorry about that. Nature called. Sorry about that. Nature called. Alright. We continue. Also, I do have a guild. Right. It's something that I set up like forever ago. But this is the guild. I never did anything with it, but if anybody's ever wanting to... Ah, crap, I never looked that up either.
Ask them to leave the island.
So I still need to check to see if it's cross-platform. I do not believe it is. I said that wrong. I do believe it is not cross-platform. There we go. So I point on ad spots. So hold on. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze for a second. But yes, I'm on ad spots. So like I said, I need to see if it is cross-platform or it is not, and then I will formally say, if you play the game, come join me. I'll be somewhat active in playing. So, well, you don't even need to join the guild for that. Just actually come play. That way, funness. But, and the great thing about guilds is you're not limited to one, as you saw. Like the, so two things. They're account wide. You can only have, I want to say 5, or you can only be in 5. And yeah, I don't know. I had a thought and then I was starting to explain it and my thought disappeared on me. But you can be in 5 different guilds. It's not like a traditional MMO. And why you are allowed to be in 5 different guilds, I have no idea. My best guess is like, that way each guild you can be more diversified, right? Like you can be in a guild that's all about like helping new players get the feel for the game, helping them out, or you can be in a guild that's all about, and you can be in a guild that's, so one guild's about helping new players, the other guild's about tackling the most difficult content there, and then a third guild could be about like crafting and marketing, selling items and all of that, which is fantastic. That way, like I said, you can be in 3 different guilds and you're not, I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. Woohoo. I might be dead. But yeah, so you can be in 5, but like I said, it benefits it. That way, like I said, you go 1 to help players that kind of chill. 1 for like your advanced stuff, like your trials and running harder content. And then 1 for like, oh hey, I want to just do gathering and crafting stuff. So making armor sets, selling, stuff like that. Because there is a finite of places that guilds can set up shop and sell to other players besides like trading. By the way, there's trading in this game for those that don't know. But Yes, everybody is welcome to come play. You don't have to join the guild. Only thing is I'm on Xbox. And, well, you've already seen my character's name, so I want to say that's all you need. If I am remembering correctly, that should be enough to add me. Or for me to add you. That way I don't have to like change the screen so I don't dot myself, which I've done that plenty of times. I am learning actively though. Stop doing that. I mean, if it's out there, if it is, I might have missed editing it out on some videos, but it just gives my full name. Nothing that is too bad. Oh, look at that. We now have weapon swap. I can't whistle. Now we'll take Restro. Future. Magic. The great thing about this, right, is, let me do it instead of just saying I'm gonna do it. So, Maple Frost. Okay. So it does ice damage. Cool. Skills. Alright, so now we're there. So as you saw when I switched over, I lost my pet. If you change over weapons and you don't have your pet on both bars, it will disappear. And the only way to keep it is that way. Can I do this? No. Okay, so I am right. It requires the destruction staff to be used. So, that is what I thought. This is a buff, so we'll take this. This, so we can equip at least our core classes, right? Sorry. We can at least equip core class abilities to like different weapons because it's your core class, it's not weapon specific. So it goes into one bar. How I'll play it is one bar will be my like attacks and the other bar, well, like single target and heavy dealing, and then the other bar will be kind of my buffs and AoEs. So what I want, since we're talking about AoEs, let's see, we need to increase our Restro. 10 seconds, over 10 seconds. So grand healing looks like the way to go. Assign to here. Regen would be not bad, but I don't want to spend all my skill points because once I get the staff to 14, we'll definitely be taking this or this. 3,000 It's probably going to be this because it's a heal plus increases our defense res, so it will probably be that. And then so we take Haunted because absolutely it's going to be a great one. Lightning form. For this one we'll take well we'll take Endless Fury, that way we can buff up our Storm Calling too. Oh, that's right. I have to be inside the circle. So, wrong skill again. Now it's just going to be getting used to weapon, where weapon skills are. But yippee, we got it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We have the power. Okay, so X and B are my two attacks. And you can still weave with a Restro staff. The great thing about it is it basically acts like a like you do damage, and then if you level it up enough, I'm remembering this correctly, it will heal you for the damage you do with heavy attacks. So it's a pretty great skill. Lightning form can now be increased. Nope. Increases the duration, gain major expedition. For brief periods, increase your movement speed. We do bigger damage. Almost 6,000, or yeah, almost 6,000 to our physical and spell defense, and we move faster for 4 seconds. Right, so we're not going to take any new skills, right? Because this way it lets me get weakness to element. And then it will let me grab Lightning Splash. Whoop, whoop. So, pretty poggin, in my opinion. We dance around the AoE. Oh, we got insta-cast, yeah. Level 5. Wrong skill. Oh, I'm gonna get in so much trouble with this. I already see it. I'm a Sith Lord. I throw lightning now. Unlimited power. So we go this way. Now, with how I'm doing this, right, there's one problem. It's all of the XP does not affect my front bump or front bar. So to increase those, I have to switch between the weapons. Unless that's changed and they all get it, but I do not foresee that being, alright, I'm on that. I do not foresee that being the thing. Woohoo. I still see it as you have to constantly be switching. Which isn't a bad thing. The way to do it
Could
is
always ask them to leave the island.
you grab, like as you grab quest or side quest, you just rotate them. Like when you go to complete them, just rotate your weapons. So one side quest will be on like the destruction staff. The other one will be on a retro staff, and just switch them out every completion until you get to where you want to be. And like I said, nothing hurts that much right now, so I can afford to be on kind of, I would say, the weaker of the two builds, or the bars, at least for now, right? Oh, summon. We summon the thunder. Electrifying. Shocking, some would say. Okay, I'll see myself out. It was... I accept that was a pretty lame joke. Haha. That haha was a very much a pity laugh for myself. Or what you can do, and it's only because I want the weakness to element skill so we can actually start working towards morphing that to the more better one. So that's the first one we're gonna take.
What did you learn of the Bloodthorn plans? The fools! Did they succeed?
Sadly, they did.
The dangers that face us become clearer. I will try to convince Chief Tazgol of this, though I doubt he will accept the word of an outsider. Your efforts on our behalf bring you honor.
Oh. No, it wasn't.
Found you. Glad I found you.
Oh, I was like,
news.
Who was talking to me?
We need you back at the fortress right now.
You can explain why, lady. Like, don't just be like, we need you back at the... Like, hey, some crap went happening. Things went sideways in the most, like, horrible way it could have. Not just like, we need you back now.
Orc scouts sighted Bloodthorn cultists and Karzog's demise. Tozgol's mobilizing the army to go kill them all, but Lambour's worried. She thinks it might be a trap. Did you find out anything?
The cultists seek, relic that can raise the invincible army.
That's awful. I'll go find the captain. Get back to the fortress and let Lambour know. Maybe it's not too late.
Right away. Right away. We do. But yeah, so a good way to like oh wait, I'm being silly. I was like, oh, I don't want to pay that. But yeah, there we go. So way shrines. If you're new, like yeah, you can fast travel to them anywhere, any place, but so you have an initial cost to do it, and then after you do it the first time, the cost to use fast travel anywhere increases. So like here I think it starts at 70 and then it jumps to like 300 and something gold, and every second you wait it goes down. But you still can fast travel wherever you want. It's just you might burn through gold like
You're back.
ridiculously
Good.
fast.
Do you know what this cult is planning?
The cult seeks a powerful relic beneath Cardgon's demise.
Bloodthorn cultists were sighted at those ruins. Chieftain Tazgol has already taken the army to deal with them. They're walking into a trap. Chief Tazgol is leading the orcs toward Karzogs. He's determined to wipe the Bloodthorn cult off Betnik.
Yes, we got Stormback or not. What's wrong? You sound worried.
Chief Tazgol doesn't see the danger. The Bloodthorns are after an ancient alien weapon that we
There
know
it is,
nothing about.
Destruction Staff
We
level
must
20.
catch up to Tazgol and stop him from rushing in.
Dude, we got actually a lot of skills leveling up right now. Let's get going.
Quickly, to Karzogs to deal with this threat.
Before we do that, creates a globe of Daedric energy for protection, granting a damage shield for you and your pets that absorb almost 8k damage for 6 seconds. This ability scales off the higher, of your max health or magic, and the shield is capped at 55% of max health. Okay. Why this? Oh, this is the one I think it is. Yeah, why slotted on either ability bar, your match magic is increased by 6% and you gain minor protection, reducing your damage by 5. So that is going to be, you guessed it, a back bar ability. Reduces, what is this? Oh, yeah, okay. Increases health and damage of the Ichronaut. The Ichronaut can now use powerful... wow, you know, when you say something like that, like... I guess it's not saying the AoE, like the attack area is wider. So, increase and more damage or AoE? That is a tough choice, but we don't need to worry about that right now, because we're not taking it. We are taking, you guessed that, weakness to elements. Now, with that ability, so we're in a conundrum here, right? Actually, we are not, swap. We're getting rid of our pet, Hear me out. And we're going to equip it to this. The reason I'm doing that is because the pet goes away the second we switch bars, so. And we do have now the retro staff, right? With a skill. I mean, it heals for 9k. And it's about to be morphable. You gain major mending for... That's... Oh, that's right. That's what I want it for, is Force Siphon. Right. The old build is coming back to me. Anyways, Essential Drain. You gain major mending for 2 seconds after completing a fully charged heavy attack. Increase your healing done by 16%. You will also heal yourself or an ally within 12 meters of the target for 25% of the damage inflicted by the final hit of final charged heavy attack. That's rough because, right, so we'll go Lightning Splash, and then we'll worry about the Essential Drain. So many choices. To be fair, if I didn't have the knowledge I do on a build, the build I used to run, it would probably be less methodical, and I'll just grab everything and figure out what I wanted to do then. Also, so now we got that. Oh, 7,000. Nice. Excellent. We now hit like a semi-truck. I mean, don't get me wrong, like crystal fragmentation always has hit like a semi-truck. It's just now on steroids.
Commander Karsh, what's wrong?
The Bloodthorns have raised a spectral army from the depths of the ruins. We can't defeat them.
Get the wounded back to the fortress. We'll put an end to this.
Woohoo!
The
Where you going?
cultists have somehow sealed the doors with the workin stones.
Find a way
hey.
into the ruins.
Hey, what decided to pop up?
I need to find Colleen.
Funny. It said an hour when I started this, so actually that made sense.
The orcs are being routed by a spirit
I was
army.
like, it said an hour,
The
but
Bloodthorns have tapped into a power I've never seen.
I'm
before.
streaming and I'm playing online games, so that actually made sense, but the orcs have been routed by a spirit army. The Bloodthorns have trapped it in a power I've never seen before. How do we get inside, bud?
The crystals around the door are activated by 3 workin stones in the ruins. I think I can handle one of them, but you'll need to deal with the other 2.
I'll do my part. When I say my part, I mean 2/3 of the workload. It's fine. At least he's helping, right? They could make me do all 3. Let's see what crystal fragmentations hits for without the weakness to elements. Oh, buddy. Friendo. Ghosty. 6,000. Little under 6,000. Or a little bit above. And, yeah. Okay, so. Ho! That wasn't even a crit. Boom. 7. Yeah. So it's almost 1,000 more per hit. I said, that's there. Yeah, there's a crit. Actually, I think it was just their insta cast. Let's see what it looks like, right? Like, I want to see. Okay, so it's not giving us a crap ton of XP for doing that, but what skills do I have equipped? Flame touch and unstable wall fire. So, what else would I want to take on this? Let me do some research really fast. Bargain with darkness to restore. Wait, oh, I might take that eventually. It's one, it lets you heal yourself for almost 8k. It gives you almost 4k of magic back instantly, and then another almost 2500 over 20 seconds. Also, oh, okay, it gives me 20 seconds of, okay, yeah, no, Dark Exchange is broken. The only thing that cost me is like 4,000 stamina, so I need that. I want that. Give. When you cast a dark magic ability with a cast or cost, you heal for. Okay, yeah. I'm starting to see why I took. Okay. Like, yeah, so the pet kind of isn't needed at in-game. Like, yeah, you can use it, and I don't think I will. And don't get me wrong, the pets are fun. I know there's some builds, or, some builds that are revolve around the pets. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna like the third craft, and I'm gonna take here in a while. And then, let's see. Okay, so I need this. So, yes. Things are coming together nicely. Surge. Okay, this class is just like all about self-buffing and doing insane amounts of damage. So, Surge, Lightning Form, or Boundless Storm, Dark Exchange, and then like 2 AoEs, if that. Oh, and Boundless Armor. So I have 1 AoE. Wait, no, I don't even have that, because if I take it on the restoration, Force Siphoned. So I have an idea. But I mean, if I did that, I do need a dot and an AoE. So What I might do is take off Endless Fury, have Lightning Splash, and then the Unstable Wall of Elements, Crystal Fragmentation, and then okay, I'm getting too far ahead. I'm theory crafting too much right now. No. Stop it.
This is no place for the living.
I need to pass the doorway, man.
Others entered before you. They have released an ancient evil in the depths of our sanctuary. No more shall pass.
But I want to stop the evil.
On that promise, I will help you to enter our catacombs. Precede me to the door.
Oh, that was easy. I thought I had to do something else, but apparently this ghost is pretty easy to impress. Follow me. We can do it. Right. You guys are still bad. Yep. So you see that little bar? It also lets you know like your duration of like when the ability will be recast. So we hit this, right? We go that. See that bar now? It's like, oh, this is how long you got. 20 seconds until you can cast it again. So it's a great heads up. Like I said, also you got the timer on your buffs now, so that is pretty positive. But now we go back to the retro because that's the we want to get that built up now. Well, we want to build up a lot of things, but one step at a time. Uh-oh. We need to go somewhere safe. Long enough for me to do something about my inventory. The banker. The
Speak
bean.
with
This is where like some things kind of start getting a little rough. I don't need you. Actions. Destroy. I don't deal with poison, so we can get rid of this. These are kind of doo-doo comparatively to what the game is now giving us, so we don't need them. Okay. Now let's see if we can't sell some stuff.
Yes?
We got this. That's fine. That's both of those are tradable. Trait. That's just feels bad. we got 6 slots. To work with, so. It's not a lot. We need definitely to buy some more baggage. But at the same time, right? We're hopefully getting a decent amount of ectoplasma, and we can sell that later. That's a pretty good one, hopefully. We should be getting a decent amount of it, so it's going to, I picked it up because that way the more we do this, yeah, it's just going to add to that, so when we finally do sell what we got, it's just more gold for us in the long run. Hey buddy, shocking isn't it? No, I missed. I didn't miss. Huzzah! Oh, that name is great. Oh, there it is. Activate the doors, crystals. So, where are the other ones? Here? I don't know. But dun 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 dun. Where did that other fire come from? Like I said, I have to remember I don't have a pet anymore now, so I have to be careful and mindful, because actually, I mean, I didn't do a lot of healing with the pet, but it was still like, if I needed to, I knew I could use it. Or now I have to constantly think about it.
How can this
also,
be?
Sippy. My soul was stolen, I will get it back.
Are you one of those who violated our sanctuary?
No, don't be silly. We want to stop them.
Deep within our sanctuary, others have unleashed a force beyond their control. Lead me to the door if you dare to enter.
Let's go. Let's do this. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Oh, come on, buddy. Stop it. As much as I don't use poison, it still sells for a decent amount. So it's a pretty positive thing to still grab. Again, I'm all about making a little bit of money on the side, right? A little bit of gold never hurt anybody. Alright, so we're working towards AoE Thunder ability right now. Which, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I started to want to theory craft again, but I'll give it some time before I start doing that again. I am pure electricity.
Annihilation. The living desecrate our sanctuary. Death to all.
No, we want to stop them.
A terror unseen for millennia has been unleashed. Death and eternal torment await all in this land. What hope do you have of stopping forces you cannot understand?
I am strong. Like, I work out constantly. Solo leveling. I can handle it. Trust me.
You
On
lack
the inside.
a soul. That loss may serve you in good stead inside. Lead the way to the door, and I will help open it.
This way. These ghosts are so helpful. So nice. They're polite too. You just explain that you want to do good, and they're like, okay. What do you mean I can't use that door right now?
It's opening. Get ready,
Oh,
everyone.
I was like, what do you mean? I got the three ghosts' permission.
Best move quietly. The enemy is within.
Let's move.
Whoop whoop. Let's go. We got this. Forward.
These look valuable, don't they? Never been in ruins this old before. Bet there's some good stuff just lying around, free for the taking.
What have you found out?
I overheard cultists talking about a portal. The relic that's causing all the trouble is in there. I lifted a uniform off a cultist who no longer needed it. It's waiting in the bag. Might help you get past some of the ones. Get into that uniform and act natural. Should fool some of them at least.
I don't care about fooling them. I'm gonna take their XP. That's all I'm gonna do is just mow them down. I meant that literally. I'm just gonna crystal frag until they cease to exist. Alright, so this one was built different. How about some lightning bolts?
Now, kill!
Get back here. Force lightning. So, who would have ever guessed that to stop a necromancer summons, you just have to kill the necromancy? Oh no. No, no, no. Thunder. Why did my thunder just die out fast? Grand healing can be morphed. Excellent, excellent. That's great. Just hear me out, right? Don't need it. Don't want it. Actually, we'll still take a peek on what it does. I'm saying it because of raids. Okay, increases duration. Meh. Healing springs, you gain magic recovery for each target healed. Summon restoring spirits that with your staff heals you or you and your allies in a target area for a little bit less, over 10 seconds. Increase magic recovery by 12 for each target affected, stacking up to 20 times. So why is my math? That's 10 times 20 will be easily 200 or 2000. No. 12 times 20. 240. I was right. 240. I was right the first time. Listen, math is not my strong suit, okay? We should be picking this up a lot easier. We have 3 skills on it. Which, that just gets weird now. Because I want to do so much, but now I just don't have the points for it. No! Weak. Okay. We be doing the thing. I don't know, like I said, I do know you get SP, like the SP effects, or how many skills you have on something affects it, how fast it like progresses. What I love, right, is Haunting Curse, boom. And then you're like, oh, having to run away, so it's like, okay, cool. Unless it wore off, but it shouldn't have. It might have. It should be 2 blasts. Okay, I thought it was short in time. Wait, no, it should be 2 blasts. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it is 2 blasts. For a second, I got myself. Oh crap! No. I'm just gonna bombard them. Okay, I thought that was coming alive. I was like, no. Oh, my nose. So he, okay.
I don't think I'll ever be done.
So... I want to see something. Come on, go off. So, 8,000, that second burst. One, 2, 3, 9,000. Not bad, not a bad number. $9,000 again. Like I said, not a bad number. That was So, a little over 1,000 extra damage. I wanted to see what damage was wise on it. So we're gonna. Oh, I was like, oh crap! But no, it was the other player. So some areas you can help out in, and then there will be some areas that are player specific.
The others have gone on ahead. I delayed here to discourage pursuit.
Are the others far?
Only a little ways ahead. We will be waiting for you.
Best of luck. I think we got it.
Oh look, more gloom and death.
Why, hello, Kaz. Hello, hello, my friendo. How are you today? How was work? What did you end up... I think I saw it when I hopped on. But, did you just do Power World today, or mixture of games again? Also, thank you for the raid, Kaz. Just Power World with Fluff. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Do you do VODs? Or do you just do what Kai does, where it's streaming, it doesn't save? Because if you do a VOD, I'll have to go back and see how the pals are being treated. Make sure you guys are giving them their hour lunch and their 30-minute breaks. It used to be 15, but you know, they worked so hard for you. I figured a half an hour or a break would be really nice for them. Yeah, that's fair, and I do the same thing. Well, unless I like, so I've dodged myself in the past and I've added stuff like that, or like, not this morning's stream, but one of the prior ones that I did like last couple days. I went through like the guild list and it showed all the names. And I'll either I've always seen people edit out like chats and stuff when I've like watched it on YouTube. So I'm assuming I can get in trouble if I don't, or it might be like privacy, but I'm gonna have to either edit or blur those names out. So I'll figure out what I'm gonna do, but I typically do not edit like full streams. I do edit to do shorts to throw on like TikTok and YouTube shorts to try to make enough funny haha videos so people come visit the channel and check me out. But alright, I'll take a peek. I want to see that my pals are being treated good. And you guys aren't being bad bosses. Otherwise, I'll have to get HR involved, okay? I will. No, they're stuffing wood and stones in all of the wrong chests so that they get a 15-minute lunch. Man, you better fix that. You know, I actually think you can set them to only do it in one spot. Like, you can tag that box you want them to fill in. Yeah, I don't even do that. I don't want to grow too fast. I'd rather stay small and be friends with everyone. And close versus being big and start referring to everyone as chat. I refer to that chat, and I'm not that big, man. It's just, to me, it's a general. It's if I say chat to me, it's just everyone. If it's to specific people, then I'll be like, oh hey, like. I don't think that's. I don't know, I'm just weird like that. It's kind of like when I say y'all. To me, that's the same as saying chat, like, hey y'all, what do you think about this? And it's like, hey everyone, instead of going, hey, this person, this person, this person. Like, everybody that's watching, I feel like that is a mouthful. Because, I mean, think about it this way, Kaz, is you, I think it was yesterday, you were like, oh, I had, you know, an average of ets, which is like 6 or 7 people. Could you imagine when you have, I take that back because you're a silent streamer. I was like, you just type it, so it might be easier for you. Yeah, that's what I was saying is I was like trying to like, because I like, as your example, I was like, okay, that makes sense, but to me it's y'all is kind of like everyone, and saying like, hey chat, what do you think of this, instead of, like I said, going, hey Kaz, hey Fluff, hey Kai, hey Yoke, hey, what do you all think? And I still would say y'all about this. But you have given me definitely a thing to think about. In growing too fast, I agree with, because I still make mistakes. So I'm not too worried about growing fast. I just want to like get people interested. Like I said, if they come take a peek, cool. Or, you know, I can start getting that people that are, you know, closeness. Like, oh hey, you know, I'm gonna go check out Chaos today. He's playing this, I wanna see his reaction. Kind of build community. Like, I'm not trying to go from, you know, a handful to like 30 people. Like, that would be too much for me. It's like, if I can get a couple close-knit groups, start building up, and then, like I said, and this is just me getting my name out there, so.
I suspect that Vardan died when the portal closed.
Like I said,
Your
I'm
body
too
cannot
new to
survive without the
want to
soul.
try to get more than like 5 or 6 people. Give me a couple more months and, you know, that might change, but right now, start off small, master the basics, and then we can progress more. Speaking of Kai, welcome in, man.
What's the plan?
Kai, when did you get here?
Hold here as long as it takes.
Making out noises. Gonna have to pin every message. Typing does pull you guys out of games. I will say that there's pros and cons to both sides for sure, man. You know, I can talk and it's easier that way. and you guys can type, but it then pulls you out of game. So there's definitely pros and cons. Yes, Kai, I would say Helldivers is, I would say any quick pace game like Helldivers, Call of Duty, Marvel Rivals, uh, all of those like quick action games that you can't pause probably is not fun to deal with. What can
The
you tell me?
Bloodthorns created a portal to the spirit realm with this Welkin stone. Vardan is on the other side, commanding the spirits slaying the orcs. He's trapped over there since we closed the portal.
See, Kaz, I think we've had this talk before, because I don't like talking either. I'm not the most big talkative person, so talking for stream is a challenge for me. But my opinion on that is, if I don't challenge myself, I will never grow as a person, and I'm saying this still as a 34-year-old person. So there's always room for me to improve, right? And if I don't challenge myself, then it won't ever happen. So while I may not be the biggest, like, small talk person, I'm trying to better myself. And it's, so streaming with, like, talking, it's doing two fronts. I would like to become more of a person that can talk, instead of just answering questions or like giving one word responses. And this is a way that allows me to do that, and I have fun playing games, so my mind's not sitting there going, what do I say next? What do I say next? What do I say next? It's like, okay, I can focus on game and talk. And I have noticed, since I have started talking on stream, that like my day-to-day interactions have gotten better, because like I said, I'm not big on talking. So when people now ask me questions, I am getting better where I don't dislike hearing my voice. And before it was just like I didn't like hearing my voice, so I didn't like to talk to people. But like I said, I wanted to challenge myself, try something new, get out of the comfort zone.
You spot cultists?
But like I said, that's kind of why I do it for me.
Without the
And I
Welkin
understand,
ritual
like, if you
Vardan
don't
used,
want to do it, then,
only one without a
you
soul
know,
can cross the portal.
there's nothing wrong with
That
silent
means
streaming.
You must activate the Welkin stone, enter the spirit realm, and kill Vardan.
I've been following Kai for what? I want to say 6 months to almost a year now. You know, the running joke of me unfollowing and refollowing really hurts me in moments like this, when I'm trying to make a point of, you know, I can, like, you both are interactive with chat without talking, so it's not just watching the game. It's, you guys both are pretty good at it. So I still feel like I get that interaction people want from, like, watching streamers. And you know, you guys are comfortable that way. So like I said, I've followed Kai for 6 months plus, and I've never been like, man, I like him, but I wish he talks. Like, no, I like him, and I support you guys being silent streamers. Like, do you, man? Be happy. If you're not comfortable talking, then do you. Kai? Are you sure? I'm ready. Oh, that looks like a bad headache. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, by the way, I've wasted so much time today on theory crafting build. I haven't got nearly as far as I wanted to. I've just sat there, been like, as I'm getting skills and trying to remember how my old build worked. Why isn't this guy spawning? Oh, there he is. I hit for pretty good damage now. Well, yeah, you just saw 12k. You weren't mistaken. He melted. Alright, well, thanks for stopping in, Kaz. Best owl, best bird. And then, I think I said it, but if not, thank you again for the raid, Kaz. I do appreciate it, man. Alright, so...
Hold on, let's think about this. What's to think about? It killed hundreds of orcs.
The cultist did that. In the right hands, this could defend the Covenant against invaders.
I'm not giving that thing to the people who leveled Orsinium.
We're grabbing that. Alright, now we have a decision to make. Do we keep the orb or destroy the orb? And the orb will raise the dead, but...
The relic, ours at last, for the Covenant!
We're destroying the orb. That's way
Destroy
too
the relic
much.
now! Didn't you hear the screams as those things consumed the souls of my...
It should be an easy one.
You must destroy it.
Yeah,
Do not hand it to the ones who leveled Orsinium and
we're
try
not
to
keeping
exterminate
a
all my
relic
kind.
that raises the dead. Like, we're not. Like, that's just too much power for anybody to hold.
Orsinium used to be the Orc homeland. Breton and Redguard kings have a nasty habit of burning it to the ground. Now the Covenant will solve all our problems. You give them the relic, they'll use it to keep orcs in line. If not now, then one day.
This object is a curse, a danger to all. It can be turned against anyone as easily as Vardun turned it against the orcs. Unless you want me as an enemy, destroy...
We're just gonna destroy it. I don't need to hear her... No, let me destroy the orb. Okay, we have to hear her out. No!
The relic, ours at last.
So you're
for
sure
the
we should
Covenant.
keep it?
Yes, keep it and use it. A discovery like this could tip the war in our favor. Think of all the lives we could save.
Okay, she has a point. Like, you could save a lot of lives, but I feel like raising the dead is not the way to go about it.
With this relic, our enemies would not dare invade the Covenant. No more pact raids out of Skyrim. No Dominion fleets in our waters. Think of the whole ocean here, not just the waves. It's what we must do to protect our people, all our people.
It's really a tough choice, in my opinion. It's like, I get the point of wanting to protect people and like stop people from like being oppressed and dying from like raids and pirates and stuff like that, and this would be a great item to prevent that, right? However, the idea of bringing like dead back to life it doesn't sit well with me. So yeah, we're gonna destroy it. Or banish it into the Shadow Realm, apparently. So this should finish up the map. Well, it's gonna finish up what we're calling completion of the map. Like I said, on the weekend, we'll come back and like do like the end, like any additional content that we didn't finish. So like we're still missing a point of interest, but I want to try to keep the progression going, because I could sit in one area for way too long if I try to just complete a map area, and I don't want to have like 5 streams of just me in one area. So we'll, like I said, Sky Shards will go after. Mini bosses will give like a solid college try of 1 or 2, and if we don't beat it, we just don't beat it. We'll come back on the weekend and progress side stuff. So the week is more going to be main story, and then the weekend will be side and main story. It's going to be everything. I'll just make that easier. The weekend will be catch up, progress main story, and do random stuff. Keep it simple. But, so, I love the Sorc build. Like I said, I wasted so much. I won't even say it's a waste. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But I spent so much time theory crafting where I want this build to go as we level up more and more. By the way, I love theory crafting. Builds, story, what you name it. If I can theory craft it, I will. With that said, I don't really follow meta ever. And the reason I don't is...
What did you decide to do with the relic?
Yeah, the meta is the most optimal way to play something, right? Okay. But at the same time, if playing meta for the most optimal like damage or whatever isn't fun, then I'm not going to do it, right? Like, if I can't have fun, like, we're talking about an MMO, right? So, anybody that's played Final Fantasy XIV or WoW or Star Wars, The Old Republic, right? If I told you hitting 3 buttons continuously on repeat for an entire boss fight and maybe 2 extra midway, like every 3 minutes, I don't think you would enjoy it. Like, and that's the thing about metas is it's such a like tight knit.
The only correct choice. War
like,
should be honorable.
You're gonna do this
There's no honor in the
at this
use of
time.
such a device.
It's very
You've saved my tribe
scripted,
and
and
my
it
island.
just doesn't
For
seem
this,
fun.
I owe you a great debt.
Now, will I follow like a general idea of the meta? Sure. I need to get rid of something. My inventory is full. So I can look at a build for a meta and go, okay, well, it's saying this and this, and I'll tweak it to like fit my playstyle. Absolutely, I will. but like did go, oh, you need this gear in this skill set, this matched out at this point. It's just not fun to me. Kai, if you're still there, would you play any of your gachas? If you, well, you play gachas, and there's meta builds on there. Have you ever looked at like doing any of them for characters? Like, I'm not saying pull new characters and do metas that way. I'm talking like for existing characters. Do you try to follow the meta for ones that are out now and have been out for a while, or do you just throw on whatever you want and let it play kind of more towards just chaotic and fun? Because I think you just do what I do, where it's like, if the set items are something I enjoy, then cool. I don't worry about it.
What are you hungry for?
So we need, actually we can break, deconstruct weapons and stuff. Maybe. We can deconstruct one weapon. Cool, that's... I wish the timer was faster. Also, I really want to know where the leather workshop is, or station. If I could find that, we could look at our leather stuff. That's alchemy. Alright, so we got some room in our inventory. We're gonna definitely need to buy more slots when we get to our next area.
What did you decide to do with the relic?
We destroyed that thing.
The only correct choice.
Yeah,
War
we
should
got
be
his
honorable.
approval.
There is
Let's
no
go.
honor in the use of such a device. You have saved my tribe and my island. For this, I owe you a great debt.
Huzzah!
One less alien relic to plague our world. Good.
So what's next, my
Your
friend?
actions have revealed a vulnerability. I thought my tribe safe on our island. This Bloodthorn attack proved me wrong. Only you and your friends on the Spearhead united were able to save this island.
I forgot to switch my weapon to the Restro staff, so all that experience I needed for that went to destruction. It's fine. It's fine.
Months ago, Sir Lannis offered membership in the Daggerfall Covenant. I refused. You showed me I was wrong. We need allies. I would ask you to travel to Glenumbra and give Sir Lannis my petition to join. I've ordered Captain Colleen to sail you there.
Yay, we're going to Daggerfall. Woohoo! Huzzah! Get hyped. No. Alright, so, for those that have never played this game, we are now officially out of, like, the starting tutorial. I'm calling the first two locations a tutorial because it honestly feels like what it is. Like, if we went here first and then to Storm Mackay, okay, I would say this was definitely the fact that we do it vice versa. I'm gonna say that both areas are kind of the tutorial, and we have graduated. Ooh. Oh, wait, no. That was just a tip. I always mix my tips with unlocked. We did unlock Wayrest sewers. Cool, cool, cool. We are a spellcaster. Everything into magic. The reason I was upset about being on my destruction staff is I have like a decent amount of storm calling skills on my restro, and XP goes towards like everything on your ability bar, so that would have helped us get the storm calling to like 18, because what I'm going after, at least for right now, is this AoE. But and then yeah, I started the theory craft right there, and I'm just we're going forward. We'll theory craft another day.
I swore never to sail with you again, but Chief Tazgol has asked me to sail you to Glenumbra, which I will do.
Right, that is the actual name of where we're going. Ha 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 ha. Chief is ready to join the Daggerfall Covenant. He asked you to take me to Daggerfall.
Only out of respect for the Chief and for the good of the Alliance. Not.
Let's go.
We've arrived. Welcome to Daggerfall.
We have made it. So, remember why I keep saying we're not going to try to complete a map? So, yeah. This map is huge. Hey Kai, are you still in chat? Or are you still with us, Kai? Better question. I have a challenge for you, Kai. Since you like to make 4 WUA accounts and do 100% map clearing on them, I have a challenge for you. Knowing him, he would be able to do it without a doubt. And he would do it at an absurd rate of like just it made you kind of feel like, man, maybe he's an actual professional speed runner on some of these. Yes, we can talk to Stibblemaster now.
If you want a horse, then we have some.
Why do I... Okay. So... Inventory... Oh! That's the other way to do it. Okay, okay. I forgot. $1K. Yeah! I really do appreciate the quality of life this game brings out now. Or it has. Because I remember a time when earning gold was pain. So what we're going to do, right?
There you are.
Do not panic.
Ah.
Only you can see me. Come, we have
Wait.
to talk.
I can hear you. I can't see you. Where did you go? Where are you? The reason I'm not talking to him right now is I know where, like, certain things are. And I want to start, researching traits. And getting rid of my absurd amount of items in my inventory. Yes. That's one. That's one to go. Now which gives us... Okay. We can get rid of that. So there's 2 slots. I really do like the fact that they put jewelry with enchantment. That's a good move. Smart. I like it. I really wish, and I get that it makes sense to have it separate, but I wish that they had all 3 crafting tables in one area. Okay, Kai. So, since you like to 100% complete stuff in your map, and you like to make 50 WUA accounts and 100% each map, alright, hear me out. Ready? You play ESO, you 100% each map area. So here's one map, right? And then if you look to where it says map completion, you get more into what you need to do. Okay. So now you got this map, this one, if you haven't figured out yet, Kai, they're all kind of pretty big. By the way, so we got these, that, all of this, right? Let me just back out. So all of this, right? Okay, you got all of this. We back out even further. You have all of those. Each one of those like little circles on the side are different areas. Some are not as big as others, but yes. How long do you think it would take you, Kai? Tempting, but no. Aww. I thought I definitely had you. I definitely thought you would be like, absolutely, hold on one moment. I'll get it done in 2 days. So, when you're doing research traits, right? See how it says 10 hours? Like, unless you know you're going to be gone and you won't play the game for a hot minute, what I highly recommend, so go to your lowest hour trait, which all of them are 5 hours besides that 10, and pick one of those. Try to get one that is a duplicate. So, if we got any, that way it helps with your inventory clutter. or management. So like this one, 2, single, and why I say it is that way. Okay, double. Like I said, you can put them in your bank, but that's also going to be inventory management. So if you can find the double ones and you're not going to use them, right? Like I don't, these are worse than what I got, so I'm not going to use them, right? So alright, so that's gone now, and we just again took out a lot of, so we got 2 free spots from that one trait having that double, or that other piece of gear with the same trait. And then those are all don't require trait or research done, so we can just dismantle them all. Yeah, a few streams. Yeah, Kai, that's really, anybody else say that, and I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever you say. You say that, and you know, I definitely like, yeah, man, yeah, I can believe you. I feel like you could definitely get it done if you didn't do any side thing and just hit main story. Well, no, we're talking about map completion. Yeah, I still think it would take you maybe a month, if that. Like I said, so that's my recommendation for researching. Again, you don't have to research. You can just, if it doesn't fit what playstyle you have or want to do, you can just sell them. Like just sell those weapons, or deconstruct them all and then try to sell the like material you get from them. I'm just trying to throw out different methods, and if you didn't know about some, then cool. Hopefully this helps you. Oh, I'm so happy. My inventory is getting less and less. Yippee. I've been running at 80 like for an absurd amount of time now, so like I said, I am happy about it. And I'm just happy about it. I don't think I did my own advice here. I may have not done my own advice. Okay, so nothing on that. Alright, now we go talk to the prophet. Also, I do not remember if attacking people is frowned upon in this game. I really don't want to find out. Like, if somebody was about to like, oh, we'll just attack somebody and see, like, no, I'm good. I really don't want to see a guard come and knock my block off.
One of this one.
Kai, did you ever have, in your Skyrim run, did you ever manage to get a guard mad at you?
This one.
Woohoo, we're now at 111. Alright, so we go talk to the prophet. I'm very excited because I want to say we will get an HP, or not HP, skill point. When we do this. Also, Sky Shard, give. Remember, we need 3 of them to get a point. I think this will be our second one, so we still need 1 more. I could be wrong. This might be the 3rd. No, 2nd. Dang it. I really wanted it to be our 3rd, so we got an additional skill point. So we had more playability in our building, our build options. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little hint and trick. So you have your equipment crafting rights. Then over here in this corner,
That damn dog keeps approaching
you have your
me.
consumable
wants me to follow
crafting
him.
rights. Those are your dailies, right? So as you start out, well, I mean, you want to do them no matter what, right? Like, you get a decent rewards for doing them to begin with. But this is more of a beginner trick and idea, not an idea, hack. So they give a pretty decent amount of XP. So if you want to progress your skills, what you do is it's 2 birds 1 stone. You do your crafting and your consumable rights if you can, because there are requirement items you need. So if you don't have them and you can't complete them, then you know okay, then you got me there. Like, you have to be able to complete them. So at least you're crafting, right? Because some of the consumables, you need certain recipes or items that you might not have access to. Okay, but you do more than likely have access to your crafting ones, or your equipment, sorry. Where is the prophet? Where are you, old man? Where is he? He should be in here. Sir, where are you? Prophet, knock knock, anyone home? Okay, he's not home. I don't know what's going on. He usually is here. Maybe he's outside? I don't know. Or he's way over there. That is new for me. I remember him always like talking to you right here, and then you end up going into that cave that we were in. Prophet, I wish to speak to you, good sir. Oh, there he is. That
There
was...
you are, Vestige. We must speak at once.
Okay.
Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there.
So we go back to the cave.
I awoke in a city of Bretons, its air heavy with the smells of baked bread, horses, and intrigue. Daggerfall. The harborage is in an abandoned cave outside the city.
So again, like the cave we just came from. Why did it spawn all the way over here and not where we initially entered from? That would have made more sense. So after we talk to the prophet, we attempt a mini boss or world boss. Sorry, we attempt one. Unless the prophet does what I think it's going to do. But I don't remember if it immediately drags us into next part of the story. I hope not. I hope we come redeem the quest and then we get an option not to be forced into the next segment. So I'm really hoping this is just turn it in and not a continuation part.
I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige. Welcome to the harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened.
By the way, he's
This
blind.
place had the right smell about it.
When you first appeared to me in Cold Harbor, you spoke of my destiny.
Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past.
A history lesson.
I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
No.
Follow me, Vestige, and learn of
I was
the
like, I'm
events that
good,
precipitated
and
our
it
current
didn't
crisis.
matter. Like, I thought it was going to be like, hit this button to go into
My part in the
portal.
story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior
And
life.
this was going to happen. But
The Moth Priests
the one I didn't
took
want to
pity
happen
upon me
happened.
and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death.
We learn about the prophet.
It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world.
I just want to point out something. If you all look above the prophet's name, you see his health bar. The guy's got a 15k health bar. Like, we got a whole whopping 3,000, if that. Let me look. Okay, never mind. We have more health than the prophet does. I was like, what
The
is
prophecies
this?
of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them.
What does this have to
I
do
only
with
know
me?
that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the 5 companions.
Who are the 5 companions?
The 5 companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City.
Go on.
You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the 5...
But I wanted you to go more into depth about the Dragonborn. Come back here. Explain it.
The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next,
for quick comparison,
a powerful sorcerer.
She be tall.
To the Imperial Elder Council.
She be huge.
The Red Guard Swordmaster.
I would roughly put her around like maybe 8 feet.
Of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Baron Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamarco, the traitor, the king of worms.
We attack him.
Powerful
attack him.
necromancer.
He's the one that sold, like, killed us and put us in Cold Harbor.
These were the 5 companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings.
How could the Amulet of Kings turn Varen into one of the Dragonborn?
Menimarco convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would
Also
rekindle the
Sippy.
dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender.
So I could be wrong, but the Ruby Throne they're talking about is the Oblivion game. Like, I want to say it's what the remaster was putting out, but I don't remember if that was the Ruby Throne or if it was something else. But they were also talking about that being like the one true rightful emperor, so I want to say it is, but don't quote me on it.
Each
Tell me
of the
about
5 companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more about? You've already
Titanborn.
met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Varen chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard.
Tell me about Sai.
Sai Sahan came from a long line of Red Guard Swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Varen's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group.
Thrawn.
The Clans are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Varen was able to seize the Imperial throne years before.
Okay, what about
Manamarco, the
Minimarco?
traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness.
Alright, let's see this
Disaster,
ritual.
war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
Excellent. So one man doomed us all. Cool, cool. I appreciate that.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manimarco, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manimarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
I want to say Skyrim is 3,000 years before
You are no heir to
this.
Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manimarco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
We get betrayed.
Akatosh,
No! Well, he got betrayed.
on our souls!
Alright, what happened to this guy?
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and Oblivion, allowing Manimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark anchors and initiate the plane meld.
What went wrong?
Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nan. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra.
So by doing the ritual, we basically undid the pack. Cool.
Manimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nan from their hosts.
What happened to the companions?
Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Manimarco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Moloch Baal.
What about Thrawn and Minimarco?
Thrawn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clibio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manimarco and his worm cult.
How did you end up in Cold Harbor?
When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me.
Why did they see a blind man with, like, no combat capabilities as a threat?
The truth is always a threat to evil men. Manimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me.
Goodbye.
Long ago it was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of oblivion, but the soul burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired. Moloch Baal's dark anchors pierce the torn veil and seek to draw near into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel.
Alright, now that we're seeing the Dark Anchor, right? That is a public event.
And domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane meld.
It's very
Few
fun.
will survive the ordeal,
It's
and those
pretty
that do
easy though,
will be
especially
enslaved for all eternity.
because it's public. So a lot of people go to them for XP. You can get some item drops. Well, you get item drops, but you can get like set items, if I remember correctly.
And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Moloch Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage?
Yes.
As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now.
Wow, that was a lot to unload.
There is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time.
Jailbreak! What should I do in the meantime?
Minamarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents.
I'll do what I can.
Forgive me. Bringing you to my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest.
Prisoner's hat, robe,
right. Until then,
breeches,
walk in the light, Vistage.
and infernal staff, and a skill point. I don't remember, so I don't remember these. I remember gold and a skill point for completing that. So we're going to take a peek at those. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, god dang it. I did it again. I left my destruction staff equipped, not my restro. No. Yes, we will do this. We'll first do this one. So if I yep, okay. So the green marks, it looks like once you equip it, yep, yeah, it goes to like your collections, and which lets you alter them in like outfit station. Can I compare them? Okay, yeah, I can. So we're gonna take it because that defense is almost 3k, which is about 1,700 more than what we have with this. So, to me, that kind of balances out a little bit. What does the prisoner breach give us for 2 items? So still match stamina, stamina recovery, add stamina recovery. Okay, so it's not better in any sense. All we're doing at this point is trading stamina for stamina. And a little bit higher defense, right? I'll take that, like that. That works in my favor. But it ultimately was not a great trade. We'll take this just so I can get that collection. Also, it gives me white armor skill line now. And what that collection is, so what I'm talking about is you go to appearance. I could be wrong, but not appearance. Armor styles. So yeah, okay, you have to equip it's the green with like the puzzle piece, and you'll unlock these, and then as you unlock them, which you can see there's a lot, so as you unlock them you then can like preview them to see what they look like. And then it's like, just make your character look the way you want it to. It's all cosmetic. To do it, it's costing 100 gold, so it's very cheap. But you can make your character look however you want. So if I wanted to make my mage look like a yeah, look at that. What? Oh no. Oh, that looks so good. What about this one? Okay, that's just like a typical knight armor helmet. Oh boy. Those look dope. But they look so good. Look, I'm Loki. But yeah, so you have to equip them. Okay, so it's not so much as a puzzle piece, but it's green with that and symbol you just saw. You unlock them, and then like I said, you can go to an outfit table and modify your character however you want cosmetically. Yeah, like some of those cosmetic looks cost a little bit more than 100 gold. But I mean, some of them look great, like looked fantastic.
Seek me by the cliffs outside Daggerfall.
Okay, so apparently we can now start that quest that we were just saying would take time. That's awkward. So speaking of time, I am going to attempt one thing. And we'll see how it turns out. I don't know if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel like we might get lucky and can do it. Do we want... Yes, we want blood magic. No. Where is the one that gives... Oh. That's Storm Calling. Nope. Okay. So, the stretching staff. Can this be morphed yet? No. Essential Drain we take now. Reduces the effect of... No, okay, we don't take that. We'll hold on to our last skill point. Right, let's... Oh, I need to charge that. I say that, but this new one just... It has more damage, has magic damage almost 17, so Oblivion damage, I don't know the difference between Oblivion damage and magic, but it's more damage. Restores 300 magic, so that's a pretty positive thing. So you see that blue bar under where it says damage and levels? That is your enchantment, like how much durability it has left. So what you do is you go to enchant. Nope, not enchant. Charge. And it's exactly that. It refills your enchantment. Alright, like I said, we do one thing. We attempt it.
Where are you?
It might go well, it might not. We will see here momentarily. I also need to add my slottable items of really good buffs. Or potions, actually. Action, nope, assign, there we go. I don't remember what the cooldown time is for the potions, but here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's already basically dead. No, that is a warden though. Okay, well, he kind of defeated it and it takes a while for it to respawn, so that took away what I wanted to attempt. God dang it. Alright, now I'm on my restro staff, so hold on 1 second. Alright, sadly, it is time. I was really hoping to to finish the stream off with a world boss attempt, but like I said, we showed up right when it got defeated. It takes a while for it to respawn, so. Is what it is. So, what we're going to do tomorrow is, assuming tomorrow works the same as today, where my body actually sleeps and I wake up around midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, expect a morning stream. You all saw Division pop up as being installed midstream, so we're going to do Division. Because it was supposed to be this stream, we'll just run 2 divisions. What I think I'm gonna do is like Elder Scrolls Division, Monster Hunter, Elder Scrolls, Expedition 33. I'll have to work it out. Like I said, first day of doing double streams, so give me some time. And I have 40 alarms set, so I should be able to keep to what I'm saying I'm gonna do. But the whole, like, what games I'm gonna play, I still need to write it out and get a more concrete answer, and the times. I'll do it in Twitch's schedule area, but on the page that has the banners, like the about me, or not the about me, the schedule, the rules, and upcoming games I want to play and what games I am playing. Look there for kind of more the time zones that it will be, because I do know Twitch's schedule area doesn't let you do 15 minutes. It's exactly at say 2 or 2:30. It does not do 15-minute increments, so is what it is. But I expect double streams. Like I said, this week, if anything, we'll just do Division. Tomorrow will be Division. Thursday will be Monster Hunter. Friday will be Expedition 33, and then the weekends we go back to typical stuff, which will be I'm blanking. ESO in the morning, and Monster Hunter in the afternoon for both days. And then next week we'll actually work on that, say Monday being ESO, Division, Monster Hunter, Expedition 33, ESO, and we'll keep going it that way. So we're getting a rotation of 4 different games in a week, down to a very fine-tuned, very well-oiled machine is my hopes. But with all of that said, thank you all for coming out and joining me on this journey. I hope you enjoyed stream today, and I hope that like my kind of theory crafting building for at least like the magic sword, if you're looking at builds, it helped you. I can kind of roughly do other builds on different classes. Like I said, I take that back because the builds I know are from like years ago, so I don't know what the current optimal or like the way you want to run is, like what the best and slot weapons are and gear is anymore. And also ultimately, like I can give you some tips on like what you might want to pick up, but and I can't hammer this home enough, but play what is fun to you. Do not think you have to play meta to beat hard content. In the past, I've been with raid groups that have done hard content and we've cleared it. Now, did it take us a while? Yes, but we did clear it without having to run meta builds. So, like I said, play what's fun to you. But, once again, thank you all for coming out. I appreciate you all. And, I hope you have a lovely day or evening. And I will see you bright and early tomorrow. Peace, I'm out. We will raid somebody. There's 2 I see that I can snipe. Mwahaha.